Flying in a dream means travels. If one sees himself flying lying on his back, then it means comfort. Flying for other than a traveler means joblessness. Flying from one roof into another in a dream means changing from a man of dignity into a man who has no moral standards. In a dream, a roof also represents a woman or a wife. In this sense, flying between two roofs could mean having a mistress beside one's wife. If a woman sees herself flying from her house into the house of a man she knows in the dream, it means that she will marry him. Flying from a known abode into a distant and unknown abode in a dream means death. If a prisoner sees himself flying in a dream, it means that he will be released from jail. Flying with wings in a dream also means travels, and flying without wings means changes in one's status or conditions. If a foreigner sees himself flying in a dream, it means that he will return to his homeland, or it could mean that he travels excessively. If one who has pride and exaggerated hopes sees himself flying in a dream, then his dream represents mere hallucination. If one sees himself in a dream flying in a race with someone else, and IFHE wins the race, it means that he will conquer his opponent and rise above him in station. Flying over a mountain in a dream means power and sovereignty. If one who qualifies for leadership sees himself flying in a dream, it means that he will attain a leadership position. If he falls over something in the dream, it means that he will own or control whatever he falls into. If one does not qualify for leadership and sees himself flying in a dream, it represents pitfalls in his religious performances. Or it could mean falling sick. If one does attain his intended destination in the dream, then his dream connotes a successful journey. If one flies in his dream and disappears beyond sight, it means his death. If one flies from his own house into an unknown house in the dream, the latter house represents his grave. Flying in a dream also represents a sickness that could lead a person near his death before he could recover from it. If one flies from a low elevation into a higher one and without wings in his dream, it means fulfillment of his aspirations. If one soars in the air like a pigeon in a dream and sees people below him, whereby he can benefit or harm whomever he wants, it means that he will preside over people and reach a rank of honor and dignity. If one becomes tired during his flight between two cities or places and finds himself incapable of benefiting or harming anyone, and IFHE seeks nothing from his flight but is still happy about flying in the dream, it means that he is trying to find money for his personal needs or business. If one sees himself flying from one land into another in a dream, it means that he will attain honor, power, comfort and satisfaction. If one sees himself flying horizontally in the dream, it means that his wife will straighten her act and without much effort on his part. If one sees himself flying vertically with his head up and his feet pointing to the ground in the dream, it means that he will receive benefits. The more he rises, the greater are his benefits. If rich people or craftsmen see that dream, it represents a leadership position they could occupy. If a foreigner sees that in a dream, it means that he will return to his motherland, or it could mean that he will never return to his homeland again. Flying with wings in a dream means benefits in general. Soaring high in the air and without wings in a dream means fears and hardships. Flying over people's homes and over the streets in a dream means difficulties and disturbances. Flying near a flock of birds in a dream means associating, living or working with unknown people. If an evil person sees that, it means a bad omen, and for a fisherman it means sufferings or death. Flying in the air at a low altitude in a dream means taking a short trip. If one sees himself flying at will and ceasing to fly at will in a dream, it means easing of his burdens and expectation of great benefits to come his way. Seeing oneself in a dream flying upside down means evil happening. If a sick person sees himself flying in the air in a dream, it means that he will die from his illness. If one sees himself laying over his bed and flying with it in a dream, it means a severe illness or an ailment that will strike at his legs. Enjoying flying between the sky and the earth in a dream means having exaggerated hopes. Flying in a dream also means seeking a destructive knowledge, or pursuing an evil idea, or associating with villainous and notorious people, or it could mean being in a hurry, or that one takes lightly a serious project, then fails to accomplish it because of his angry character. Flying in a dream also denotes extreme happiness, or it could mean superstition. If one flies from a bad place into a good place such as a farm or a mosque in his dream, it means benefits and growth.